I'm Marianne Mashira. You're watching BBC News. Lizzo has given her first response to what she says are false allegations of sexual abuse and fat-shaming. 3 of her former dancers filed a lawsuit against the US star, accusing her of discrimination, assault, false imprisonment and religious and racial harassment. Well, in an Instagram post, the Lizzo responded by saying she usually doesn't respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. The singer called the last few days gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. Well, Lizzo is known for her body positivity and openly talks about being plus size. Well, let's cross live now to our correspondent Daniel Rosny, who is there for us in the newsroom. And first of all, remind us about the allegations, Daniel.
So on Tuesday, there was a 44-page complaint that was filed to a Los Angeles court by 3 of Lizzo's former dancers, and as you say, they accuse Lizzo of a lot of things really. I'll be brief with some of the accusations. They relate to religious harassment, sexual harassment, discrimination, and as you say, fat shaming essentially. Now, some of the claims are against the production company and some of them are directly against Lizzo. There is a key one that I just wanted to remind you, which was an allegation that, from one of the dancers, Haryana, who said earlier this year they were out in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. They've been on a world tour and they were at a strip club, and this dancer felt pressurised into touching a naked performer in a strip club as Lizzo was leading chants of her name until she did so. Now, in the statement that we've got from Lizzo this afternoon, it's quite vague. It doesn't necessarily respond to individual allegations, but there is one which I think does reflect to that claim that I just spoke about there, where it says, Lizzo says, "I'm very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something that I am not."
And also, Daniel, what has Lizzo been saying other than that? I mean, she has obviously come out with an Instagram post, hasn't she? And she has called these allegations outrageous.
Yeah, she says they're false allegations. She says they're too outrageous not to be addressed. She says it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. And what I think is important to mention here is that since these allegations were made on Tuesday formally, as I said, that a 44-page complaint was filed to a court in Los Angeles in the United States, at BBC News we have been trying to contact Lizzo and members of her team. What we have here is a personal statement from Lizzo. What we don't have is any legal document from representations that she may have hired because of this complaint. So it's Lizzo saying that they are false allegations, but what it's not is, it doesn't move the story on legally in any way. It doesn't necessarily say whether or not her team herself will be fighting these accusations in court. The 3 dancers in their complaint say that they demand a trial by jury. Whether or not that will happen, whether or not it will be settled out of court, is a question that I'm sure will be asked over the coming days. But we've not heard directly from Lizzo since this statement was put on her social media feeds on Instagram and Twitter. We have made contact again with her team, but we haven't had anything back.
Daniel, thanks very much.